All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. By my clock, we are only 18 minutes late. But that's because I'm on a different time zone than Central Program time. But for those of you that have hung around, thank you. My apologies. I don't understand why my coworkers didn't quite get. I have a made-up football show to go do as a high enough priority. So my apologies, but thank you for understanding. I am before we get into the roles. I want to say that next week is week 5, so we're going to have the NIL conversion week, and excuse me, and so the balances that we have most recently posted, which are old, are going to be updated. You will have at least that much. No one's losing any between what was posted and what you will get. I just need to update a couple of things to get everybody caught up to the start of the previous season. Similarly, I'm sure if PJ's here or whenever he watches this, he'll ask about the top 25 hype and updated hype and the random hype events. Those will all be happening before things roll over, whether that is like I'll be posting it tonight or early in the morning because I have to get that caught up. So you will also be getting your random events that'll get posted, and then your earned hype basically between week 0 and where we're at right now. That will all get added in. So those of you that have spent some hype, you might be getting a chunk more back, and then you'll be getting weekly increments up from there as we do random events and each of the weekly editions. So without further ado, though, I am going to go ahead and share. Let's see.
Conference 4.
It would be lovely if I could figure out which conference. Which window is conference 4?
Yeah.
We're going to go with this one. Did I do it right? About to find out. Boom. Nailed it. Congratulations, conference 4. Brock Boyd up first. I guess my punishment for making everybody wait is that the first thing up is Baylor as a favorite. So that seems like fair punishment for making you all wait an extra hour and 21 minutes, but let's get to it. Missouri could not pull the upset, but somebody did. That means Maryland swooped in and stole Brock Boyd. Congratulations to the Fighting Turtles. Turtle, I believe, is their official slogan. Next up, we have Calvin Russell deciding between Florida State as a big favorite and then Auburn, Missouri, Baylor, and Ole Miss rounding up. Ole Miss trying to pull the miracle upset here. Baylor didn't get it again. Ole Miss couldn't pull off the upset, but Florida State did lose out to Auburn. War Eagle, Tiger, Bear. Oh my, I don't remember what it was. Something like that. Close enough. Next up, we have Jared Curtis deciding here. Again, we have two strong teams. That's not a team's name. That is, what team is it? That's Ole Miss. Am I doing this? Let me... hold with me. Hold tight for one moment, folks. I am sorry. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to redo this one. This one was supposed to be Jace Matthews, but clearly I put it here. So I'm going to fix that in a moment. We're going to do Jared Curtis because that's what I was trying to say. So Ole Miss, San Diego State, and Notre Dame all over a 20% chance. Let's see where Jared Curtis goes. Not Missouri, not Notre Dame, not San Diego State, not Ole Miss, TCU, the Horny Toads coming in strong. All righty. Who was the next conference up, and were there any steals? Do we have a steal that went in this conference?
They did have a steal. There was a steal attempt on Savion Hyder. Unfortunately, that player was locked, or fortunately, but
depends on how you look at it, right?
Right. They were locked. So steal attempt denied. And there was also an auto commit for C4.
Ooh, and could you remind us what player was auto committed?
Jalen Lott was auto committed.
And could you be so kind as to tell us?
You don't want. I don't think you want to say this one. It was Baylor.
What?
It was Baylor.
I'm gonna have to launch a full-scale investigation into that, because we can't allow Baylor to be trying to pull that off. That's
pulling a fast one.
Congratulations, Baylor. You got a recruit. You circumvented my strategy of not allowing you to get a recruit by auto committing. So well done, I guess. If I have to be nice, I will say congratulations. You did get your recruit. I guess that just means that Jalen Lott is going to be a bust, right? If he goes to Baylor, there's just no chance that that he will be a good player. We have one more here. I'm just getting it back fixed. So let me go ahead and all right. There we go. Got it fixed. Jace Matthews is deciding between Missouri, San Diego State, Auburn, and Auburn, which apparently I didn't type Auburn's. That is their percent chance there. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. All right. 84 years later, we get to see where Jace Matthews goes. Not Wazoo, not Auburn, not Missouri, not San Diego State, Kentucky. That might be Kentucky's first commit of the season.
I believe so.
Making a trip across the pond to old Kentucky. I don't know. We have new and insert state name here, so I don't know if you go the other direction, if it's old Kentucky. But
yeah, that was their first. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, and now you are taking over the next team. Is that correct?
We got C2, Conference 2 coming up.
All right.
I'm just going to have a quick look at the list here to make sure. We did have, this was the steal attempt you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yes. So as a reminder to everybody, to make a steal attempt on a player, you have to be in on the roll for the player. That means if you submit a Hype Store purchase to steal a player you could not steal, you will lose 5 Hype for making an incorrect steal attempt, and you will lose your 30 Hype for spending a steal that you didn't have. Now, I want to make sure that that's clear to everybody. So in this instance, there was a team that tried to make a steal in C2. They shall not be named. But because this was the example, I am going to just dock them the 5 Hype for the incorrect form, because I want to make sure everybody is clear on that. And if I wasn't clear in it before, now we are all very clear. So that is the one and only time that way will happen. If you submit one in the future and it's a steal you couldn't make, you will just lose the Hype and the extra 5. But go right ahead. Here we go. C2.
C2. All right. We got Naeem Burrows, 29% for Florida with the lead. UCLA and Miami pretty close behind, close to 20%. And then Rice and Cal. Let's see here. Burrows is not going to Cal. Not going to Rice so far. Right on. Oh, it's an upset going to UCLA.
Congratulations.
It was going in order until the end. Congratulations. Coming up next, we got Legend Bay. Split between 3 teams. UNC with a slight lead, 36%. Rice at 32.5%. USC just behind at 31.5%. Good luck. Third place, Rice. Second, USC. Congratulations, North Carolina. You got yourself Legend Bay.
You got yourself a legend. And
Bay.
Michael Jordan.
Coming up next, Faison Brandon 5-way team roll. We got USC in the lead with 22.22%. Duke at 21.5%. Washington just over 20%. UNC just under 20%. And Miami of Ohio trying for the upset with 16.5%. Not UNC, not USC, not Duke. Will it be Miami? It will. The upset, Miami of Ohio with the lowest percentage. Congratulations.
The upset special.
Yeah. And then we have our final roll for C2, Jared Curtis. Pretty close race for the top 4. UNC at 24.5, USC at 23, Rice 22, Washington 20, and then Duke squeaking in there with a 10% chance. Will the upsets continue? Let's find out. Washington at 20%. Duke. Oh, sorry, Duke. You almost had it there. UNC at 3rd. Rice. Congratulations, USC, with the Jared Curtis win. And C2 also had an auto commit. Savion Hyder going to Washington.
Dun, dun, dun.
Washington.
Huskies.
Yeah.
Aroo.
Congratulations. Washington. And that's it for C2.
All right. And remind me again the order, because I definitely
We are
haven't
going to Conference 1.
C1. Okay. I definitely haven't asked you a million times already today. So what's 1,000,001? That's C1, not C, or that's C5, not C1. Here we go. All righty. Conference 1. The moment you've all been waiting for, I assume. Brock Boyd, the first up. Penn State with a big ol' lead at just over 72% chance. And Oklahoma trying to pull off a big upset. Normally you'd say a 28% chance is good, but not when you're the only other team in on a roll. So let's go ahead, and Penn State, Brock Boyd going to be a Nittany Lion. All right. Next up, we have an ad. Then we have Jonas Williams. Can USF pull the upset? Luck be a lady. A 16% chance. Pitt with about a 25% chance there, and Oklahoma at just under 60%. Let's see where Jonas Williams is going to go. Not so fast for upset special. Oh, but I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh with the upset of Jonas Williams. Next up, we have Caden Dixon Wyatt, KDW, as at least one person has called him now, deciding between Pitt to make it back-to-back recruits, A&M, Nebraska, who's been upset many times trying to be the upsetter, and Stanford sneaking in, trying to really just put a damper on everybody's recruiting. Let's see. Not Nebraska, not Stanford, not A&M. Pitt goes back to back. Once they realize that it's Austin, I assume they will be changing their tune, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, that looks delicious. Not so fast. Next up, we have Jonathan Hatton Jr. deciding between Texas, Pitt, and USF. Stanford was trying to sneak in, but did not get above the threshold here. This is a pretty even split for a three-way roll this late in the season. Let's see where he's going to go. Not Texas.
Oh.
Ooh, not USF. Pitt, 3 for 3. Wow, Austin. I don't know what you are doing, but also unrelated, thank you for the random donation to the Tristan Fund. Following that, we have Mark Bowman, who might just make it a Pitt night. Yes, always rigged. Always rigged. But is it rigged if you say that it's rigged out loud? Because then it's just transparency. It's a very, very interesting question to ponder. But Mark Bowman, about a 30% chance to go to Pitt. Stanford, North Carolina State, and Oklahoma, all over 20%. Not Stanford, not NC State, not Pitt. I think we all are happy. Congratulations, Oklahoma. Next up, Naeem Burrows committed already ones tonight, deciding between USF, Penn State, Clemson, NC State, and A&M. Oof. Hang on, hold, please. Rigged. Not A&M, not Penn State, not Clemson. That means NC State coming in with a marginal upset, but an upset nonetheless. And our final C1 roll here is, I'm going to call him Savion Hitter because that's just way cooler of a name. Deciding here between Ohio State, Stanford, that's you at South Carolina.
Come on.
Nebraska and USF both looking to be upset merchants. Not Ohio State. Ooh, not USF. Hang on. Rigged. Not Nebraska. Ooh, not South Carolina. Nobody wants PJ to get more players. We're going to also launch an investigation into this one because that just isn't right. But congratulations, PJ. If you stayed up, your 8:30 West Coast time, super late night for you, since I assume you have moved to Palo Alto to take over that school. Congratulations on your commit.
There was also a steal attempt for
Dun, dun, dun.
Conference 1.
Who would attempt some thievery?
Do you have that one up, or
I do not. I will get it set up here. I believe we had 2 steal attempts.
2 steal attempts. Only one was successful, or one was able to roll.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Sure, I can go.
Let me go, folks.
Yep. Deshaun Rideau had an attempt for the steal, but Deshaun Rideau was locked. The second attempt was for Gavin Mueller, and Gavin Mueller was not locked. So we have NC State trying to steal Gavin Mueller, who I believe is an Oklahoma recruit. NC State versus Oklahoma.
That is correct. All on all counts. So let me go ahead and get this shared. One of these days, I will get handy at doing this. Not today. One of these days. That's not right. That was meta screen sharing there. That's the one we want to share. All righty. I don't know why I decided to call him GA instead of his name, but that is Gavin Mueller. A steal attempt, some thievery here from NC State. Dun, dun, it did not work. All that hype. And Gavin Mueller said, nah, I'm good.
Not this time.
Not so fast.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Oklahoma. You have held on to Gavin Mueller.
And that brings us to Conference 3.
My favorite conference. No bias whatsoever.
I think we've got a couple things happening in this conference.
We do. Some people might call us the Conference of Champions. Not because we've had a champion, just simply because some people would call us that.
Couple auto commits, a steal attempt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We'll start with the rolls, though.
Yes, we shall.
KD Dub coming up first.
That's 2. I started a trend.
Virginia Tech at 32% with the pretty big lead. Vandy at 25, Mississippi State at 22.5, Texas Tech at 20. Let's see where we're going. Not Texas Tech. Not Virginia Tech. We got an upset. Not Vandy. Going to Mississippi State. Caden Dixon Wyatt.
Congratulations.
Up next, Jace Matthews. 3-team race. Virginia Tech at 36. North Texas at almost just under 34. And Wisconsin just over 30. Jace Matthews is not going to North Texas. Not going to Virginia Tech. Upset going to Wisconsin.
The fighting W's.
Yeah. All right. Booby Feaster, another 3-team race. Pretty close, 35% for Wisconsin, 33% for Georgia Tech, and just under 32% for SMU.
And before you go through all this, if you're Oregon or Virginia Tech, you did not reach above the threshold. So you were close by, but fell out of the threshold for some boobies.
Not Georgia Tech. Not Wisconsin. SMU, another upset. 30, under 32%. And Savian Hider, or Hitter, if you will. 5-team race. Oops, forgot to go through it. That's all right. We'll just find out here where we're going. Not Virginia Tech. Not Michigan. Not Mississippi State, who I believe was the favorite.
They
not
were.
Vandy. Oregon. Oregon
How
getting
about
lead.
that?
Savian Hider, Hitter, however you want. We did have a steal attempt, and the player was not locked. Diabell, UCF, Vandy. Who's it going to be? I believe it was Vandy's recruit, UCF, coming in for the steal. And Vandy holds on. Yeah. Also, C3 had 2 auto commits. They had Jared Curtis and Tristan Keys, both auto-committing this week. Tristan Keys auto-committing to Mississippi State, and Jared Curtis auto-committing to Virginia Tech. Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed. Big night for Mississippi State. All right. Is it C5 next, or
That's
is
the last one? Yeah, C5.
All right. I guess next or last. I didn't. I'd hate to make them feel bad for being last, but you're next. We'll go with that. All right. Finally, we have C5. First up, you have Devin Carter solo committing to either Indiana or also Indiana. There was not a graphic for this one. I will post a graphic tonight for him. Because there was no one else on the roll, I did not make one since I only made you wait 81 minutes. Let's see. He went to Indiana. Shocker. Congratulations, Indiana. Next up, we have KJ Edwards deciding between, or betwixt, if you will, Arkansas, ASU, and West Virginia. Northwestern did not get over the threshold to get in on KJ Edwards. Not going to West Virginia. Not going to ASU, so that means the favorite, Arkansas, bringing home KJ Edwards. Congratulations, Arkansas. Next up, we have Diabell deciding between Indiana, West Virginia, Cincinnati, Houston, and Northwestern, with UCSD. Excuse me. I apologize. Woo pig indeed. Congratulations. UCSD did not get inside the top 5 for Diabell. Here we have Houston 5th, Northwestern 4th, West Virginia 3rd, Cincinnati 2nd. That means Indiana brings home another commit tonight in Diabell. Congratulations. Big things happening over there. Trying to continue that trend, we have Chris Henry Jr. committing between FAU, Indiana, UCSD, Wake Forest, and Arizona State. And West Virginia did not get in the top 5. And ASU did not get in the top 1. FAU got upset, which means Indiana, wow, you win one national championship and everybody wants to go to your school. Congratulations, Indiana. This would be quite a night if Indiana can get Xavier Crowell here as well. We have West Virginia, Northwestern, Indiana, Wake Forest, and UCSD in the top. Just over 11%, trying to be the upset special. Not succeeding, but trying their darn hardest. Not Wake Forest, not Northwestern. Wow, not West Virginia. That means Indiana brings home another recruit, and they cannot lock all of the players they committed tonight, let alone all for the season. So congratulations, Indiana, but you've got a big old target on your back now.
Yep.
I have to imagine. That is C5. I believe that means we are through all of the conferences.
That's them all.
Does anybody have any questions before my computer inevitably crashes? I know it was slightly late. We should be back closer to our previous week schedules going forward. The opening of the Hype Store took a bit of double and triple checking to make sure that everything processed properly. So that was the delay in it, but it seems like we're all set from here to go forward. I will make a couple of reminder announcements real quick. First, don't try to steal people if you were not in on the roll. And second, the NIL conversion week is coming up. I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, we had, I think that's what this is referring to. We had a steal attempt on a certain Frenchman, Deschamps Redin. However, he was locked. So that is why we are at the end of the tabs. Have we been announcing who made the steal attempt if it didn't go? I think we have tonight, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I thought so. UCSD tried to steal Deshaun Rideau, but he heard that they don't have a football program. And so he said, nah, I'm good. And we'll be staying at Northwestern. Any other questions? Sorry for the confusion there. Thanks for pointing it out. But yeah, that is pretty much everything we have. I will get everything updated, and please be on the lookout for the message saying to submit away, and please do not submit away until you see that message, because it will hurt you more than it will do anything else. But yeah, that's everything. We'll catch you guys next week, and the hype and NIL information will be coming shortly, but pew pew.
Should be a good week next week.
Yeah, I think so. Should be a good one. All right. Take care, everybody.